Oh, more leaks. It's really on there and it's leaking. How is that possible? Hey, welcome to another video. Today I'll be installing a custom connection between my cistern and my trailer that will give me just normal working water so I don't have to pump water every day. So preparing for this, not only do I have to wrap my mind around the order and everything I need to do to actually do the job, but like everybody that shoots videos, I have to think about how I'm going to film it all as well. And not only film it, but film it in a way that makes it interesting to watch. So, this is what it starts. Getting everything I need, everything I think I need, by the door. So, I need the drill. I need the pump, the wiring. Now I changed up my plan a little bit. I bought this plug and I was going to permanently wire that plug right into the trailer. I just decided to use the alligator clips that come with this thing because it's just going to save me a bunch of time, and I really don't need to make this whole thing like permanent. Like having a DC plug on the trailer might be nice, but it's only really going to work with whatever I connect permanently to the other end of that plug. So it's not, I could buy a few of the plugs and have, different stuff to plug in there, but really it's this thing is I don't want to permanently mount it, so I'm just gonna hook those alligator clips up. That'll be super easy. And got to get the backhoe, dig a hole, trench, put some holes in some boxes, and film it. Hopefully you do a good job. For this project we'll need oh wow, doing some rotting, or it's getting wet a lot. There's red, I think white. That does not really like going in there. And I almost forgot, I need 2 of these for this project. These are the good ones. The Camco ones are the bad ones. Oh, I hate when it does that. Now I don't want to start for a minute. I got the shot. So now I've got to go get a hole saw so I can drill a hole in the tub, and then I need to bury all that stuff. Feed the hot water line down the center of it. I think that's the one. It's one of those. Don't judge my toolbox being a mess. Want water in there, so probably should have a drain. Come on, you thing. Screws on one and off the other. Oh, this fucking piece of crap doesn't spin independently very good. Is this even gonna go down in there? This is pain in the butt right now. I don't know why they would sell these things that don't spin it. Oh, that's right, because everything's cheap Chinese crap nowadays. I mean, what the is the point? Don't they understand if you sell this thing that has threads on two sides and go in different ways, you'll never be able to... I mean, I have to twist this whole hose. Oh, God damn it! I just got dirt all inside that thing. God damn it! This is just fucking not doing what it's supposed to do, and everything's just getting muddier and muddier and muddier because that thing just keeps turning itself on. My life is wasted by dealing with cheap. I would be done right now with this whole part of it 5 minutes ago if this little piece of part did its job right. Look at that. It just comes on one and off the other. You just don't tighten. All right, here we're going now. All right. I didn't tighten the one down, and then I was able to get the other one to go. Okay, now that we got that, I don't think my box is the right size. That was a failure. If I had just put that over a little bit, it would have worked too. Now the other end's getting poked in the goddamn dirt. Hoses just want to jam themselves in the mother dirt. I don't know why, but that's what they do. Every time I have a goddamn hose out and I'm dealing with it, and it gets anywhere close to the ground, it will twist itself around and jam its end right into the dirt. Every time. Everything is just filthy now. Okay. Alright, good. Alright, hopefully that works. So the water comes into here. Hey, it's the right one. So, water comes into the pump, here, out into the filters, and then off into the heat. So there's a heated hose coming into the pump and a heated hose coming out of the filters. So the filters are the weak point. Hopefully the heated hose keeps this box warm enough to keep the pump and the filters and all that stuff from freezing up. The famous last words, hopefully. So fortunately, I only needed one adapter, and that was kind of cool. And I got all the power going into the box, so the power ends are all in the box, and the thermometer ends are all out where it's cold. Now that that's on there, it's like, damn it. Okay, so I had a feeling that might be the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off one of these here. Now that can go in there. Good. This can go pre, which is hopefully not asking for any problems. When you got this many plumbing connections, boy, those don't like those at all. I don't know, this thing see, I wanted to buy a filter system, but I didn't want to add that layer of complexity during this build, because the whole reason I bought this bad boy was because it wasn't that complicated. This filter's got to go, I think, though. I don't think I can get it in there. It's just not working out. So my water won't be as clean, but it also won't be as dirty because I won't be messing with the connections all the time and all the dirt and stuff that could potentially get in there, and every time I take it apart, put it back together again and move the pump and the rust in the other pump. So I think all in all, I'll have cleaner water now, even though I have less filters. Boy, this is just I wish I wouldn't have taken off because my fingers hate me now. My back hates me. My fingers hate me. This box needs power. I forgot that. Damn. Before I go shoving all this shit all the way up underneath the trailer, I should definitely make sure all the water lines are tight so I don't have a giant box of water underneath the trailer. Considering I did not put any drain holes in the bottom of that tubby, which might not have been the best idea. Maybe I'll get lucky and every single one of these connections will just be really tight and won't leak. Well, that connection's good. No, it's dripping. Drip, drip, drip. Okay, got that to stop dripping. I hear water. I see water. So I have a feeling there's some water There, okay. Very first connection is leaking. It wasn't fully tight. Hopefully that little finger job made it good. So at this point, I kind of have a mess. This hose is, oh, maybe not. I'm going to poke a couple holes in the bottom of this tubby while I can. So let's plug it in. Very, very careful, or I'll end up having to crawl back up on it. Oh, more leaks. It's really on there and it's leaking. How is that possible? This plastic piece and this metal piece hate each other. It won't thread together correctly. Yeah, it's just stripping the plastic right off. The threads are just peeling right off. Oh boy, okay. Kind of into water filtration, believe it or not. I don't know why the frick this thing is so not working. Oh. This thing should be reaching pressure. Uh-oh. Just to this one. There we go. So I got drips there and I got drips there. I think the hose itself is up. Like I said, with this many connections, it's bound to be leaky. But this is a little too leaky because that thing is actually pumping every few seconds just to keep the pressure. This and this just don't seem to want to stay the way. Okay, what am I going to do? This thing seems to be broken. I think I'm basically going to lose the battle on the leaking is just not acceptable. I mean, a little drip or something totally is like one little drip or something, no big deal, but this thing is like dripping so much, this whole, and I got this thing on there now. So, adding a filtration system to this system is now needed. So, a good system. It's freaking tight. Alright, see how that works. Why? These weren't leaking a second ago. Boy, this thing just wants to freaking leak, I tell you. Oh, that thing's so well, appears like it's working. This thing doesn't leak as long as it's perfectly tensioned on there, but you can see this thing here. This is back to this trailer company's low quality construction. Well, doesn't get much more fancy than this. I think I got this thing to stop leaking. It literally just doesn't want to be touched. Like, I have to get everything back in there. Everything's under there now. The hoses are plugged in. So the next step is just putting all this back together again. But I'm freaking starving. I'm gonna go have a shake, relax for a little bit, then come back out here and play around with the shovel and the hay straw, and then it'll be a done dizzle. Yes, This is major though. I mean, having just like water on demand without pumping it. Although I did f up what I was supposed to fill the trailer. It's holding tank. I was supposed to top it off before I did all this, so I could have that as a backup in case something goes wrong. Yeah, I'm always forgetting something. So anyway, that's what a temporary antifreeze water. And how much did this cost? Well, it was about $600, $700 on Amazon, and probably about another $100 in Home Depot. And then I had some stuff here, extension cords and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's getting up there. It's like $1,000, not quite $1,000, but if I had to buy every single part, it would have been $1,000 job. So I had a couple things though. Not cheap, but having running water, I don't know. Call me a spoiled brat. Plug that I put in here that runs off solar, I dug it out to plug that green cord in, and when I opened the little hatch, it was full of water. So the straw was pushed up against it, and every time this thing overflowed, sketchy. Now I gotta put all this back together, bury it, and so what's first things first, I think probably is getting this taken care of. We'll put the ground back together, and then we'll put the straw. I just want to call that stuff hay. I don't know what the hay is my problem. Oh, almost forgot. I need about much amiss. But yeah. Can't have it all the way. Like that. That looks pretty good. Okay, so right now, this hose curve is what's keeping it compression tightened. So as I push this in, this is going to change the way that whole thing is coiled. As soon as I touch it, it starts to drip. This wants to be right there. It doesn't want to be anywhere else. Oh, hey, that might work. There we go. Of course, it's dripping now. Well, how did I manage to do that? This was the biggest stuff too, but I think I know what I can do though. Oh yeah, it just wants to taped itself together, and then it ripped it, so the tape is now basically ineffective. Maybe I'll just double up. What else am I going to use this stuff for? Okay. Let's hope everything's still working. Okay, that's much better. So, the only failure is I don't have water filtration. And that's because I'm not a plumber. Although that one pump does have a little filter in it, but it's not that much. Admire the nothingness. The magic that is water without daily routine. First impressions of the water is love it. Look at that. Woo! That's way more pressure. Way more. And I think it's way more pressure because it's got a whole 2,500 gallons behind it. So, yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah, this is awesome. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment.